So I'm doing a quick little help, bombshell help. I know, it's like, what? Okay, this person wrote to me and said, I noticed that you are just about done with your Christmas shopping, but I need some help. I have some hard to buy for people. Do you have any recommendations? You came to the right place. The first thing you want to do is, if you see them all the time or every so often, listen to what they say. Now you're like, now wait a minute, what does she mean by that? Well, very simply, and it's so easy. Someone can say to you, well, I go to Walmart all the time, but then man, oh man, some of the stuff I see in there, like you see as seen on TV aisle, they may even say a name of something. Listen to that. There's your hint. That's what they've asked for. If you can hear somebody say, well, I would really, really, really like something, that's your hint. And if it's in your budget, that's your hint. If they're an elderly generation, I've been asked numerous times, how do you go about finding something that they will enjoy, what that they would use, such to that effect? Well, you can do one of two things. You can make a gift basket, and like Grandpa, he likes RC Oreos, Planters peanuts, the cocktail peanuts, canned chicken and dumplings. If there's some things that you know that somebody elderly likes to eat, chances are you fix that gift basket up, it's not going to go to waste, and you'll get a thank you, and they will appreciate the kindness and the time you took to get the items to put together in that basket. Also, if they like instant scratch-off lottery tickets, that's a big hint. If they served in the armed forces, go to their battalion. If you've been told what their battalion is, like Grandpa's is AmeriCal, so you can go to that battalion and look up something from that battalion and then send it from there. Gift cards are always easy and a cop-out, I feel. It's easier to be more creative. Like, for instance, if you know someone reads a certain genre of books, get that genre, like contemporary Western romance. If they have favorite authors, if you watch something on Facebook and they say, I really enjoyed this book by like Carolyn Brown, Lori Wilde, Maisie Yates, Susan Mallory, there's some hints for you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't have that book, but you can always ask and be inquisitive and say, hey, have you got the latest book yet? You know, it's coming out soon. Do some homework on Google before you talk, because then you can be like, okay, I found this out, but have you got this book? And if you go pay them a visit, look around their house and see what they collect. In my case, if they were to come to my house and look around, they would see carousel horses, some WWE stuff. I've kind of gotten away from the WWE. I hate to say it. I'm more an AEW kind of gal. Also, country music, of course. So, like if they listen to country music, maybe there's a group that they would have loved to seen in concert this year. They didn't get that opportunity. Now's the time to go to that artist website, see what they're selling. Some of them are selling t-shirts. If they don't have a CD available, which I think is unfortunate, see if they're selling a mug or some sort of object that they can use to pour whatever they drink, like iced tea or hot cocoa, because the hot cocoa time's coming. If they watch the Hallmark Channel, there's something else for you. I'm sure they have ornaments, if not an ornament, those big furry fluffy blankets that say, you know, this is my Hallmark Channel watching blanket, or a cup that says this is my Hallmark cup while I'm watching the movie, or something to that effect. Lifetime has got movies this year. They have Mario Lopez and Jason Priestley. Anxious to watch those two, just saying. Not in the same movie, different movies, of course. But listen, people often give you hints during conversations, whether it's verbal conversation, something they may have texted you, something that you've seen on Facebook, and it's okay to ask questions. Somebody asked me, is it okay to ask questions? Absolutely. How else are you going to buy a gift if you don't have any information to go on? Say, okay, you know, have you seen this out lately at the store? I think it's the latest movie from Hallmark. Is it one that you would like on DVD? I mean, you don't have to come right out and say you're going to go out to Walmart tomorrow and buy it. By no means. But, you know, or if they have an appliance in the house. Now, here's something funny for y'all, okay? We have two sweepers. One that Grandpa won't part with because I think he's emotionally attached to it, but the belt broke and it needs replaced. And the other one, I don't really like it all that much. And personally, I'd love to have that new Bissell thing that you see on TV that cleans itself. To me, that sounds awesome. But I'll settle for the 29 Dirt Devil that's on sale right now. Heck, as long as I could get rid of the one that the belt broke and that's all it needs. And, you know, the belts sometimes are more expensive than the sweeper. Just saying. But, you know, listen for what people say to you. If they say to you, man, I love to go to Starbucks, but their drinks are too expensive. Ta-da! Don't go to like somewhere like a department store and get a Starbucks gift basket. Go there and get a gift card for Starbucks. Or if they say that they like to go someplace out of town, like Fleschner's Candy Kitchen, they do offer gift cards as well. And at this point, I want to help everyone who's less fortunate if I can, because I'm also less fortunate myself. I'm struggling to pay my bills like everyone else. But if you can lend a helping hand, it'll do the greatest gift and bring the greatest joy. Over at County Market, they have the Hope bags. They are currently, I want to say, $4.99 a bag. Those go to the local homeless shelter. What a great way to uplift spirits and bring joy this holiday season. Of course, they have the red kettle out front for the Salvation Army. As you go by, if you've got change from your recent thing that you've bought inside the store, what a great way to spread joy this holiday season. Take that spare change and put it right in that kettle. The very small actions that you do mean the most to someone else. Never forget that. We've got a lot of people out there with COVID. And if you remember the spring, there was people donating pizzas and food to all the healthcare workers. And from what the governor said the other day, when I watched his speech, that has stopped. And people now have turned on the healthcare workers and felt like this COVID thing was more political than a healthcare crisis, which is unfortunate. And my heart goes out to all of the healthcare workers. And if I could buy you all pizzas, I'd do it, but I don't have that kind of money. But just know that my thoughts and prayers are with you, and I encourage you to keep doing God's work, which is what you all are doing. Thank you. You may not hear that a lot right now, but you heard it from right here. Thank you. I also want to say that if you can give to the charities, there's always St. Jude's Children's Hospital. There's always Disabled American Veterans. There is always the ASPCA. And if you can make this holiday better and brighter for anyone out there struggling, I urge you to do it. That's the greatest reward you'll have in your heart and in this lifetime. 2020 has been a hard year on us all, but it only takes one small gesture to make a bigger action, to get a reaction in the world. And when somebody says, what can I do to pay you back? Your greatest thing that you can say is that song written by, oh goodness, Rory Feek's, I want to say it was Rory Feek's husband, that Clay Walker sung, Chain of Love. And if you have never heard it, take a time out and listen to that song. Listen to the words in that song. As we get closer to Thanksgiving, that's what I want you all to do. Quit focusing so much on the holidays and getting the perfect gift, but don't let the chain of love end with you. And with that, we are done with the videos tonight. Thank you for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Do good for others. So when somebody says, what can I pay you? Say, nothing. Just do something good for someone else. And that's the greatest payment that you'll ever receive. God bless and wish you well.